What is up, everyone? DPX here. Today, sorry about that pause, but today I am reviewing Obi-Wan Kenobi, the series. I kind of have quite a lot to say about this, so we're just going to cut right into the chase. Be sure to subscribe, or I'll stab you with the lightsaber. And yeah. Now, I don't know how I can really get into this show without getting into spoilers, so spoiler warning. This is a spoiler review. For some context, I was very very excited for this Obi-Wan Kenobi show. It wasn't a necessary show, and I knew they were retconning some things by having Obi-Wan meet Anakin, or Vader rather, in the show. But like, that's not a major, I don't think that's a major retcon. So I was fine with that. I was just very interested, and the first two episodes were phenomenal. I loved the first two episodes. But a lot of people seem to have mixed opinions on this show, and I have a lot to say on it. I lean more towards I liked it. I liked it. I liked Obi-Wan Kenobi, but it does have some issues that it's sort of just like, why? But I liked it. For one, Ewan McGregor returns to this role, and he is great. This is like his role. I'm not too familiar with some of his other work, to be honest, but I feel like this is what he's most. This is the role he was born to play. Like, he is Obi-Wan Kenobi. And we also get some other people returning, like Jimmy Smits returned as Bail Organa, and we have Joel Edgerton returning as Owen Lars for a little bit. They weren't in it too much, but it was nice to see them back. Of course, Hayden Christensen is back as Vader, and I don't know the girl who plays Leia. I don't know her name, but she's fantastic in this. And she definitely embodies a 10-year-old Leia. Okay, I don't know about 10. Seems more like an 8-year-old, but like, I'll accept 10-year-old. And my God, like, I guess like I'm a lot less hard on this show. I guess just because the first two episodes, and really the third one as well, they were all three. The first three episodes really were just like, wow, like you really see that Obi-Wan is, he's just been in a really bad state, if you know what I mean. 10 years have passed, he was supposed to train Luke, he was supposed to, train with his master, and he didn't. But, like, you see, he's in hiding, he is kind of a broken old man, And he had Leia to kind of get him back on track. He had the rescue mission for Leia to get him back on track. But there's some issues there, Bail Organa, he's a senator. There's a million people he can, he can contact. I don't know why he contacts Obi-Wan Kenobi, other than the fact that we need a show here. But I was able to excuse that because, and also it's a little derivative. Princess Leia gets captured. Oh, we gotta go save her. And she gets captured twice in this show. And it's like, I don't know, it's just a little derivative. But I'll admit, part of this is, I'm forgiving of a lot of stuff. The retcons, they were major retcons. The sort of lack of logic, I mean, yeah, it's dumb, and it's hard to really suspend your disbelief. But at the same time, I feel like, if it leads to something good, then okay, but, some lack of logic, like, why would Bail Organa contact Obi-Wan Kenobi? But they also had some stunt casting in here that I wasn't too sure about. 3 people in particular. They had Flea, who I just didn't feel like he fit at all. Like, when he was there, it didn't feel like he was playing whoever he was playing. It felt like he was playing Flea, And it's just like, I watched this with my brother and my dad, and when he showed up, it's like, yo, is that Flea? look, it's Flea. And it's like, I don't know, when you're watching Star Wars, you don't really want that. Same thing with Kumail Nanjiani when he showed up. I liked his character, you know. I thought the idea of him being like a Jedi con man, but he's like a rebellion sympathizer, and he's trying to make amends. I like that idea, but like, when I was watching it, it didn't... I can't even tell you his name. It just felt like it's Kumail Nanjiani, sorry, whatever. O'Shea Jackson Jr. is the one exception. He's stunt casting, but like, he was a fine character. Roken, I think his name is. He didn't really do a whole lot, but he served his purpose. He wasn't stunt casting, you know what I mean? Or he was, but it wasn't blatant stunt casting. I also gotta mention the score. The score of this show is awesome. It's a John Williams score, you know, and we hear some themes, you know, particularly in the finale, like some iconic themes. We hear Leia's theme, we hear the Force theme, we hear, you know, Imperial March, and it's nice to hear them, but also, like, the main theme of this, I think, like, I listened to that on repeat one day, because it's just, you know, I think it fits Obi-Wan Kenobi very well. But I have two major issues with this show. And they're so original that I have these two major issues. But they're probably the two you're thinking of. One is Reva. Now, towards the end of the show, we got some backstory on Reva, and I think she's a very interesting character, actually, that I think should have had her own show. And I wouldn't be surprised if they actually announced a Reva spin-off show, but like, but I feel like they should have done that instead of this, or maybe done that leading up to this, you know what I mean? Now, again, I don't agree with the people who harassed Moses Ingram over this, you know, fuck those people, but like, I heard that apparently, like, the execs over at Lucasfilm said, like, warned her, like, hey, you're going to get harassed over this. So, I feel like it would be a better idea that if you're gonna fucking warn her about that, it would be a better idea to be like, okay, she's gonna get harassed because, you know, some people just don't wanna, don't like diversity. That's just how some people are. Unfortunately, those people still exist. Whatever. We're gonna try to give her some very good dialogue. They did not do that. They gave her fucking terrible dialogue. Or it's not really like, you know, the worst dialogue, okay? It's not like prequel bad, you know, but it's like she's supposed to be this menacing, you know, presence. And she's not. I was never scared of her, really. And it's not her fault. It's not really her performance. It's just the way she was written, you know? And I feel like a lot of that kind of took away from Obi-Wan Kenobi. When you watch this show, you kind of want to watch Obi-Wan Kenobi, you know? And you're getting a lot of Reva. And we really don't know much about her. They're keeping a lot about her away from us. But it doesn't, like, until the 5th episode, and I thought, you know, the stuff that they revealed about her was very interesting. Like, she was a Jedi that got killed by Anakin becoming Vader, and then turns out she didn't die, so she joined the Empire as an Inquisitor to, you know, get closer to Vader so she can kill him. That's very interesting. But I feel like that took away a lot from Obi-Wan Kenobi. This show should have been about Obi-Wan Kenobi. And it was, you know. It's not like, you know, this is the Reva show, this is the Leia show. No, it is the Obi-Wan Kenobi show. But, like, it should have really focused a lot more on it. It should have been like a character study of Obi-Wan Kenobi. And I feel like the first 2 episodes, a bit of the third one, I feel like they were character studies of Obi-Wan Kenobi, but I feel like, it didn't really, this character study didn't really continue. And the last thing is, or not the last thing, the second issue I have, is, I don't think this should have been a show. I feel like this could have been a movie. You see, like, I feel like Solo might have scared Disney from doing like these Star Wars story movies. You know, since now they have Disney Plus, they like to do these shows. I feel like Obi-Wan Kenobi could have been a movie. And hey, maybe you didn't even have to release it in theaters if you are afraid of it bombing. Just drop it on Disney Plus, because there's a lot of, if you want to make this an Obi-Wan Kenobi show, you want to make this centered around Kenobi. You know, you remove all like the Reva stuff. You know, you remove all this unnecessary, I don't want to say unnecessary, but all this not Obi-Wan Kenobi stuff. You get the length of a movie, I feel. And that's what it should have been. And it's like, I really like the finale. I don't have many issues with the finale, but like, I like the destination we got to. The destination was very clear from the beginning, and I liked the destination though. I liked the result, but I don't like how we got there. You know what I mean? I don't completely like how we got there. Like, episode 1, 2, and 3, fantastic. Episode 4 was pretty bad. Episode 5 was pretty good, but not, like, you know. And then episode 6 was great. But I don't know. Like, I really enjoyed this show. I just ate it up because I'm a Star Wars fan, and I'm a dumb idiot who, you know, I see some legacy characters, some Star Wars, some, you know, Obi-Wan Kenobi, you know, I hear the familiar music. I eat that shit up. There's some other stuff how did I not mention this? Obi-Wan and Vader fight twice in this show, although one was sort of like an appetizer. Now, that one I thought had some, like, you know, I wasn't expecting that big-ass duel to happen that early on in the show. So it really didn't. But, like, I like the storytelling in there, how Vader is dragging Obi-Wan into the fire, and he's basically telling him, by doing that, like, without saying it directly, but he's basically saying, like, this is only a fraction of the pain you put me through. I really like that storytelling. But then, the finale, you know, they had a very good lightsaber fight. I thought, like, the choreography, even though it wasn't as good as the one on, in Revenge of the Sith, although I don't think any lightsaber fight will ever top that, because that is an 11 out of 10 fight. I'm not joking. But, the one in this, finale, I thought it was really awesome. The cinematography, you know, the juxtaposition was really cool. And, you know, the way it ended, how, like, Obi-Wan kind of, like, slashed, Vader, that was badass, you know? And the dialogue where, Anakin or Vader, sorry, that was stupid. But, like, he goes, you see, like, kind of, like, the scar in his helmet that reveals, like, Anakin's face, and it's like that one scene from Rebels, and he goes, "You did not kill Anakin, I did." Like, ooh, that was good. And also another thing this show was building up to was an appearance from Qui-Gon Jinn, and we got that. Although I would have hoped, you know, there was 2 other scenes earlier on in the finale where Qui-Gon Jinn appears. Where Qui-Gon Jinn could have appeared is what I mean to say. And he didn't. And I feel like, you know, Qui-Gon could have given Obi-Wan some words of encouragement, you know, but instead we don't really see it. We see him pop up at the end, and they go and they start some conversation or whatever, and we don't hear it. We don't really. Doesn't happen to us, but well, it was still nice to see Liam Neeson return as Qui-Gon. So, in conclusion, Obi-Wan Kenobi is a show that I really dug, but you gotta put an asterisk next to it. I really dug it. I was actually able to look past a lot of these big issues, but they were very big issues, you know, with Reva and, like, sort of just not really focusing on Obi-Wan Kenobi as much as they should have, you know, and some other just logic issues and just, you know, like, continuity issues. You know, they're definitely present here, but I really dug this show. So in the end, a lot of you guys are going to disagree with me, which is fine. I'm not even sure. But, like, I really enjoyed it. I don't think I can give it any lower than 8 out of 10. Again, I completely understand why you would put it down. You know, it does have some serious issues. You know, I feel like every episode I've heard, like, a major complaint about, and I completely understand. It's just, I don't know, I really jived with this one, if you know what I mean. But the next show, the next Star Wars show that focuses on one character, which is Andor, that's going to be 12 episodes, so, like, maybe a different one. The next Star Wars show that focuses on one character, focus on that one character. You know, Boba Fett got boring, and then it started focusing on the Mandalorian. This one was focusing a lot on Obi-Wan, then it started focusing on Leia and Reva, so, like, Andor is supposed to be different, but the one after Andor, to focus on the one character that, you know, is in the fucking title. Anyways, that was my review for Obi-Wan Kenobi. I really dug the show, but it had some major issues, but I still dug it. What do you guys think? Do you agree with me? Do you not agree with me? Anything about this show, let me know down below. Anyways, be sure to subscribe, or I will stab you with a lightsaber. But according to Obi-Wan Kenobi, you know, maybe you won't die, so I'll be sure to stab you more than once. Bye!